dip in your hip and glide in your stride. Welcome to the Mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Sorry, it's catchy.
It is catchy.
Good afternoon, travelers and those alike. Welcome to the RNN's Orion Effect. I am the quintessential social media hitman of the network.
And I am Rhonda Harris, the host of the Orion Effect and wrangler of said Hitman.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you for tuning in on the last day of your holiday weekend.
What can you say? What can you say? Hello, travelers and those alike. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. Tonight's show is brought to you by Ghost of Stanton, Virginia, GOS, right here in the Shenandoah Valley. Get your ticket seasons now. Get your reservation set. It's all the way through November now. So nice. Come check it out. I know I still need to get you down here to take you there.
I do.
Or meet you there.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, right?
Right. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Booze Paranormal Equipment. The right equipment for the right price for the right person. We want to thank our sponsors tonight. And hello to everybody. Wow, somebody's kicking it already. What do we got going on here? I see something. I'm going to Would you like me to read that, or would you like to read it and we'll see where we go?
Oh, the one from, I think that's just spam.
Oh, let's take a look. Hello, friends. It came to my notice that your channel stands outstanding amongst others. By it seems you are new to Kickstream, considering the low followers and audience. Yep. We thank you though. Appreciate you. Non-blog followers in here, and well, thank you, Brian. And we'll just keep on moving. But thank you, and we appreciate it. And we'll reach out to you if we're interested in your services. Please contact Susan Swanback, the network director. She'll be more than happy to help you and talk with you. Thank you very much. But we have some family here tonight, so
Yeah, we've got family. Hello, Candy Schultz. Hello, Kim Sage. Hello, Monica and Lois. And Danielle. And Brian for popping in.
absolutely, and thank you everybody for tuning in on this special show tonight. You're going to be seeing more of these type of shows. Um, when we started this, we're about to turn 8 years old. This show itself is already turned 8 years old, but the network itself is about to turn 8 years old. Rhonda's coming up on her 2-year anniversary here. Freaking awesome in the house.
Woo-hoo.
She is the co-host of the Freaking Awesome Paranormal Show. She'll give her props for that too.
Hello, freaking
Perfect.
awesome paranormal.
Hello, D.
Brian.
Hello. That's right. So she plays two sides of the fence there. She works Tuesdays with Ryan on Freaking Awesome, and then of course her home is here.
Yep.
So she's working it along with what she does on the outside of podcasting.
Yes.
Which I'll leave that for her to talk about because it's not my deal.
I've been known to do a reading or two. I've been known. I've been
Here and
known
there.
to teach a class or so. So yeah.
Agreed. For those travelers who may ask, I'm going to say it before anybody goes, "Where's the hat?" It is being refurbished. This is the new one. This just got finished. So this is the new Hitman hat, the time traveling hat that has been created, and I got 2 getting ready to go out. One to Keith Ottersberg and one to Renee. So
awesome.
yeah, I've been a busy little bee.
Hello, Diane. Diane O'Neill is a new traveler to us. She's a friend of mine, and I've just turned her on to our podcast.
Well, hello and welcome to the insanity of sanity of the universe. You like that? That was pretty good. That's great.
Yeah, it works.
Once I get the sound system back up, which travelers, we are going to let you know, what you liked is returning. I listened and I'm working with equipment. I will tell you now, we left 55,000 people to redo all of this, to start over. We left Blog Talk. The equipment is not the same. However, I am in the process of putting it all back together. So the giggles, the ha-has, the applause, they'll all be returning. I'm especially for those spam people. Keith, hello.
Hey, Keith.
Hello, sir. So tonight is a special night. As I said before we get started, as the proud daddy I am.
Yes. I heard that one of your daughters is newly engaged.
She got engaged to an amazing man by the name of Brandon. I am so happy for both of them. I love them to death. I've had my daddy thing to say, which was not bad. I joked. I really like Brandon. I really, really do. He's so good for Mickey, and I'm so happy for both of them and proud of her. Lois, hello. So ending that on a good note. A lot of good things are taking place. But tonight we're going to be talking about universal laws, cosmic law, if you will. Thank you. Said that to her. Hello, John, Mr. John Sullivan in the house.
John Sullivan.
Her other boss. That way. I can't get this down, man. Her other boss. And what she does. She does 3 things. I do 3 things. It's kind of interesting. This is just one of the things we do.
Yeah.
But tonight we're going to discuss the 12 laws of the universal knowledge, universal thought, universal laws. We're going to talk a little bit about that. You're going to see a lot more of these shows. Me and Rhonda discussing and talking. But what you will not see is us not acknowledging you in chat. This show is based on chat. This whole thing is based on you guys. So your interaction, your comments are seen, are said. We acknowledge everybody here. That's one of the things I will say. I will step out and say this on the inside. I don't really care for shows that don't acknowledge the people who are supporting them. I don't really care for shows who do not acknowledge the people that are in chat. You won't find that here. This is not this kind of show. This is very interactive, travelers, and those who have been here for a while know that's the fact. Let's get back and open that other door, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, you know what? I went as so far as, I wanted to do a couple of things.
Okay.
And I want to explain this first. Universal law, okay? The basis of universal law. In the law of ethics, if you will, universal law or universal principle refers to concepts of legalities of actions whereby those principles and rules governing human beings conduct which are most universal in their acceptability. There are applicability, translations, and philosophical bases are therefore considered to be the most legitimate. Now, before we get those people coming around the sandbar again, I'm going to say this. I don't want to be chased by a tribal group of Christians. It's not what this is about. If you consider yourself a Christian or God-fearing person, I do, by all means. This is not going against the commandments. Mama Judy, hello.
Mama Judy.
But this is universal law. This is a separate entity, something on the spiritual side, something that more people need to grasp and can use.
So I think we probably, because that definition was hard. So, like, how do we put for the listeners in layman's term what universal or cosmic law is?
Well, I would say it's the basis of the laws for all those in our universe to actually kind of guide us, help us grow, help us see, experience, to encourage. Now, for instance, like the law of attraction. Now, let me explain that real quick. For the law of attraction is why this is here. How the RNN became. Okay? We put out, and what we put out, it comes back. Now, I'm not going to get in depth on the law of attraction just yet because we may not get to it tonight. However, I do want to explain that the effort, sometimes what we want, we need to apply that energy outwards to receive it back on the amount of folds. This is based on how you feel, your beliefs, etc. So I would say, in layman's terms, the universal law is a fundamentally sound theoretical thought to help us all living in the universe, guide us, help us grow, see more than we were, see more than we did, allow us to open our minds. Remember, giving you the key. Oh, yes, this hat's going to come into a very, very special times. Yes. As you can see, the clock has begun. So, therefore, we're allowing and wanting to give this knowledge to you, travelers, to help others become more. Those alike who may not be a traveler, but tune in and follow us when you can. That's what this show's about. That was the very basis of the show. That's what we're doing now. What is your thought, Rhonda, on universal law when you think about it?
Yeah, the funny thing is I read a book on this a couple years ago, and the laws, it reminds me much of like the Four Agreements, if you've ever read that. It's really just, if you really look at the laws, like the laws of attraction, and I'm just using that because that's one that people are very familiar with, and then we've got more to go through. But if you look at that, what it really says is you can manifest anything it is you desire. You can bring any of that energy into you. You can manifest what you desire. But there's a couple of things that go along with that. One, you must be specific, very specific about what it is that you want. You also have to, you can't just say, well, I want this. You have to like speak it daily, all the time. It has to be in the back of your mind, even if you're just repeating it in your own head. It's that repetition of bringing it in. But it's also, you have to give gratitude for what you already have. And you also have to speak to the universe like what you want is already there. So to me, when you look at a lot of the principles of universal law, I hate to say it's a lot about just how to be a good human, but it's about like how to it's ways to live your life um on a higher plane so that you're kind of doing, I think, I'm just gonna say it's being a good human. It's just how to be a good person. That's how I look at it.
That's a valid point, a very valid point. Donna, Miss Donna is in the house. Hello, love. That's an excellent observation of how you feel about it. I think that was wonderfully said personally. Um, we, we said at the beginning, Christians don't come after me and chase me with your spears. However, they can go hand in hand, universal law with the Ten Commandments. They
Correct.
can. So when you said that, I was like, that was brilliant. Absolutely right. I know. I said it. I said it.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Somebody write that down. How he said I'm brilliant.
don't let it go to your head. You gotta love us. Air Force One in the house. Oh,
Hey, Dwayne.
you're gonna really like this show. Don't tear me apart too much because I will come back at you. I will not. But hey, brother Dwayne, good to see you, brother man. So let's jump into the divine law, the number one, the law of divine oneness.
Okay.
Let's talk about that for a second because we want to try to get as many as we can. If we don't get them in tonight,
We'll do a part 2.
we'll follow up. Absolutely. Everything is connected. Everything, everyone.
Yes.
We're all connected. You, your dog, the tilapia you had for dinner, your boss, even Dwayne, the annoying barista at your local cafe. And see how you thought I was going to say you, didn't you? I was not talking about you. However, this may be hard to believe it because our egos are so good at highlighting our individuality and our differences.
Right.
We are separated individuals, of course, but that's just looking at one plane of reality, the physical. You and I are both physical expressions of the same energy, yes?
Yes. Yeah. True.
So, in fact, every living being is a physical manifestation of the same source energy. This is the concept of divine oneness. Example: people normally cut reality into compartments and so unable to see the interpretation of the independence of all phenomena. To see one in all in one, is to break through the great barrier on which narrows one's perception of reality. What do you think?
I agree. And, you know, I think we're all connected. I agree with that. And that goes so deep. But I mean, it just falls into, and I don't even know if this is one of the other laws. So if I'm stepping on another law, I apologize, but I think the
That's
laws are interconnected as well, but it's almost like how there are no coincidences.
exactly. I love that. And I love, as you said that, Donna put up the spider web of life, my belief anyway. Absolutely. Now let me read this because we know our brother Dwayne.
He's got a good point there. He
He
really
really
does.
does. All
All
you
you
have,
have to do is realize that we are drinking the same water that the dinosaurs did.
thank you. Well said, brother. Well said. Oh, our dear friend Michelle is in the
Michelle, hi
house.
Michelle.
What up, what up? And Donna say, hey, what's up, girl?
Girl.
I love it. I love it when the travelers come home. I said it. I said it. So, I agree with you, Rhonda. I look at it as the divine oneness. We're all connected. Now, if you use quantum actually uses the law of divine oneness on multiple levels. You have string theory, you have bubble theory, you have timeline theory. It's all very connected. Timeline theory can mix into the web theory. It's very interesting. We're all part of the same. All part of the same. Let me drop in there. I'll go for it.
We will all eventually, at some point, all breathe the same air.
You know, I'm going to say this, and I'm glad you said that, Brother Dwayne, and I'm going to tell you why. I am actually going to tell you why. Because what we have been failing to do, and what I have been saying for the last year, probably longer than that, but I'm going to use as expression now since we are talking about the law of divine oneness. Just because Rhonda is a little bit more fair skinned than I am, she has blonde hair. I used to have brown hair. You like that? That was good.
There was once brown hair.
I'm now Frosty the Snowman. Just because someone has black skin, just because someone has red skin, yellow skin, maybe their eyes are not the same. Maybe they have a different nose. Maybe they're different heights, short, tall. I got to make a joke in a second about that, by the way. You'll like this one. I saw it on one of the reels, and I got Samantha and Sarah with it, and I'm like, it's so them. All right, let me go
You
back.
picking on short people?
Yes. Um, and you damn margaritas. Okay, something about you short people and margaritas. I don't know what it is.
Not
Anyway,
wrong. Not wrong.
see? So let me say this, and thank you, brother, man. We absolutely love you too. I'm glad to see you back with us. We've missed you, and I'm glad you found us. Um, that no matter our height, our color, our weight, our sexuality, yes, I said it, our religion. If you cut me and you cut you, our blood is still red.
True. Right.
How more simple can you get than that? Here on our planet, at least. You know, maybe somebody's got some green blood out there in the universe. Okay, I get it. I understand. However, you're still bleeding.
Right.
We are all independent in our own ways, but we are still under one divineness.
We're all from the same pasture. Well,
Yeah.
and two, it kind of it's a little bit of a step out of it, but it's kind of not because if you look how we're all connected, that whole thing where people come in your life for a reason, a season, or a lesson, they just pop in, So when they're supposed to, and then they leave when they're supposed to, or they
Abs-
stay because they're supposed to.
you're actually leading us into the second law. That was beautifully done, by the way.
I'm on fire today.
You're on fire. She's on fire. Okay, let's move. Hello, Susan. Hello. But I'm going to let you.
Oh, Katie's right. She said technically, talking about blood, it's blue until the air hits it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was using it as a metaphor, but yes. So maybe something else is living organism out there. Their blood is blue too.
Yeah.
So are we still not connected? Now, I will say this, and I will drop that. And way to go, Candy. Hello, Susan is in the house. Eric,
Hey.
another traveler. What? What? So, in saying that, if you will, I will go back into the second law, which you beautifully walked into. But I want to talk about the joke real quick because we like to have some fun here, you guys. It's
Is it
not
about having short legs and a margarita? I think I might have seen it.
yes. So I saw this reel, and it automatically made me think of Sarah and you and Samantha, because all three of you can drink margaritas like a fish. So I'm going, okay, you do, y'all can,
I
but
know
y'all,
not what you speak of.
oh, yeah, you liar, uh, liar, pants on fire. Hey, I lit one. I'd like to see somebody's pants catch on fire that's lying one day. That'd be hilarious.
I would love it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right, tell
the
me.
fun part. This is hilarious. So I saw this reel and I thought of you guys. So the girl is running, and a lot of us walk faster than you guys, just because you got those short legs, right? So the girls, and this is where that cussing comes in, you guys. So y'all like, so the girl goes, "Hey, can you all slow the F down? I'm a little person with little legs and a margarita in my hand." And I laughed and I thought about you guys, and it's so true. I was like, that one? Yep. Samantha? Yep. I've even seen you do it. Slow down. Got a drink in your hand.
Because we have to take like 4 steps for 2 of y'all's.
Right? And y'all have that drink in your hand. It was so classic.
And I'm not spilling my drink.
No, you're not. That's my point. Y'all aren't going to
spilling
spill
my
your drink for us going, right? So a little humor for tonight, but I'm going to post these and then I'll go into the second.
All right, that is absolutely 100% correct. Your blood is always red, whether Arizona or not. The blood is red. The skin pigment is yellowish, which makes it appear to be blue when you look at your veins. The only thing with blue blood is a horseshoe crab.
You know what? I
didn't
know
know that.
That was interesting you brought that up, brother, man. I did know that because of Dad. That's the only way I knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, pretty interesting, isn't it? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Dwayne, to bring that out, that was sweet. Good call, sir. Good call. And I love you guys. Y'all are just cooking it tonight. So, Rhonda walked us beautifully into the second law, which is the law of vibration. Let's talk on that because this is one that we're all very familiar with and we all need to utilize a little bit more. Let's not lie. We all could utilize this a little bit more. Everything has a unique vibration or frequency. Yes. Would y'all all agree?
Yeah.
Every living organism, every inanimate object, every thought, feeling, desire has a unique vibration into self. We know this has been proven by science in the physical world. We know this. Solids have a lower frequency than liquids and gases. We perceive as color is just for different frequencies of light. Red has a lower frequency, violet has a higher frequency. This concept also applies to the thoughts and feelings. Emotions such as love, joy, gratitude vibrate at a higher frequency than grief, despair, and anger.
True.
Keep going. Go going, girl.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say, like this week, I had a couple things go on this week that for a couple days, my vibration went low.
Yeah.
I was just kind of in a funk, and I knew where to go and who to be around to bring that back up. Like I knew what I needed to do to get that back where it needed to be. I think the vibration, I can speak on it in 2 levels. You've met somebody, friend, whatever, and for whatever reason you just don't vibe, you don't dislike the person, there's no reason you wouldn't want to be around them, but the vibrations don't match. It's just like, I don't know why I don't really care for them, but we just don't gel, so that's vibrational. It's the people you need to be around that you want to vibrate. Even in the paranormal, not to go there, but even with the paranormal, it's kind of, especially like when you put mediums in the paranormal, like for instance, Kim Sage is in there in our chat. She and I, because of the way we vibrate and the way even spirits vibrate, she may pick up on one because they vibrate together. I may pick up on a different one. So, I mean, it even goes, so I would just say, that vibration goes into the afterlife, inanimate objects, people, everything.
And we got to add frequency into that.
Yes.
Now, frequency is a big thing. And I'm going to add that to what you said with the frequency. If our frequency is not in tune with another, I don't think that combination, in my opinion, using quantum again, you guys know I go there a lot. The frequencies, if they come at each other and one is offset, or if they're dramatic, they're going to have what they call a polar opposite effect. We see this in the workplace. You just can't work with someone.
You may like them personally. Like I've worked with people where I really like them. I don't like their work ethic and how that all works. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And we are in the paranormal, we're in the spiritual, so we go to that. But I've seen that a lot in other subcultures too,
Yeah.
especially here as of late. So this was a perfect opportunity for us to talk about it, if you will. And what you just said, I'm going to reinforce what you just said in just a second. I just want to say, our good sponsor from Boost Paranormal Equipment is in the house,
Hi,
Ron Wood.
Ron.
Thank you for being here, Ron. I appreciate everything you do, and we appreciate you supporting the show and our network. Thank you so much for your support. Um, Dwayne said, "Are we getting interdimensional now? It can
Yeah.
frequency and vibration. Good.
Yep. Where did we land next? I believe Tesla did experience some experimentation on this and had a theory about it.
Absolutely, and that is actually um, being used now by Elon Musk. Uh, Everybody should already know now that Elon got his hands on a lot of Tesla technology. He did get his access to um, Tesla's research. This has been open for a year. For anybody who goes, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. The government did release some of Tesla's research to Elon Musk. It's proven. But yes, he definitely did that, and I think their military and around the world is using that technology as we speak. I have to say that is correct with resistance. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead with that one.
I know you guys have heard me say this before. I'm going to say it again. Go to the next one.
Yep.
He has said this. We must keep our minds not so open that our brains fall out and not so closed that nothing can get in. We don't know what we don't know. That's why we do what we do.
Absolutely. And our traveler from across the big water is in the house. What is up, Z? Good to see you, love. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you so much. I love when our travelers from outside of the country come.
Yes. Welcome.
Dwayne.
Elon Musk doesn't do crap. He just invested money.
Yeah, and then you know
He's
what?
not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's got scientists to do it for him, right?
Right? He has people on payroll.
Yep. Yeah, payroll. So with that, let me read this part here so we can get a little deeper into this idea of what you just said, Rhonda. Good vibes only. Ever heard someone say, I get a weird vibe from this guy? Or have such a good vibe about this? That's the law of vibration at work. Since we are ourselves, our vibrational beings, we can intuitively sense the vibes of other people and situations. Traditionally, we are not taught to use our intuition, but if we listen carefully, there is a lot of knowledge already within us. The trick is to learn how to tap into that intuition. And here we go. We walked right into it again. Quote Nikola Tesla, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. His quote. That was his quote, direct quote. So we landed in that pretty damn good, I think, right there.
I'm telling you what, I don't know if it's this new moon energy from Friday, but I did some readings earlier this week. I did some tarot readings, some readings. Just everything's on fire right now. Everything is just
Girl,
like that just comes up. It's just like, how is everything's aligning? It's very bizarre. In a good way.
I'm taking it.
Me too.
I'm accepting it. We needed this.
Yeah.
We as human beings, beings, we needed this vibration. Now, my inner circle did communicate to me this morning. They felt a little off. And they were saying, well, it didn't feel as the same as last night. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but I'm not feeling that. So there's that vibration frequency. Not everybody's going to be on the same level of frequency.
Right. So we'll all experience it differently.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all carrying it. We're all carrying it in our thoughts. We keep producing positive thought and positive energy and applying it out. We are going to do something with it. Unlike if we're in that lower frequency vibration, just like Marcy reached out to me on Friday, said, I need to do tones on you. I'm like, wait, let me get through this weekend. Let me see where I'm at. Because I still need tones. I love Marcy. I could use some tones, trust me. But this weekend was very breaking for me, more grounding, getting back to maybe where I've needed to be for a while. So I will go with that. Um, our sister from another mother says, love you guys. Always an awesome show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Hi, Ashley.
our newest traveler in the house, and special things will be coming. There's things in the works. Can't tell you anything more than that, but we want to welcome our sister here in the house of the Orion. Oh, that was good.
Dwayne said, I don't know about y'all, but it's hotter than the devil's crotch here in the Pac Northwest. You know what? Hey, you put the disclaimer. It's hotter than the devil's ass crack here.
I did, and that's she beat me to it. That's right too. Left, right, left. Go that way. You know what? And it's unusual for you to beat me to the punch. But you know what?
It really is. It's brutal.
It reminds me of the Bobcat thing.
We've been at like 99, 100 degrees with like 107. Like it's Arizona weather with humidity here. It's rough.
Very true. And where I am right now, it's 82. And I think it's 62% humidity. As you can see, I'm out on the patio. But it's very pleasant.
You can hear the cicadas.
Oh, yes. I love the cicadas. And yeah, let's get back to that because I don't want to skip. You want to do the honor?
Portal day can be any day, but never heard of 7/7 in regards to portals. Interesting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it is a 7/7, and there is supposedly a portal with that today.
Yes. Keith Ottersberg, are you still in? Say here. Let's see if he's still here. Mr. Ottersberg, our astrologer of the network, is he in the house?
Yeah, maybe he could give us a little.
I love that.
What do we do with that?
Yes. Yeah. What is 7/7, and why is it 7/7/24? Mr.
Ottersberg. You know something interesting? Kim and I went somewhere today where we had to do some paperwork, right? Mm-hmm. And both of us went to write today's date, and we said, "I was like, what?" And so we counted back, like, what? You know, we've all been on like a 4 or 5 day weekend. We're like, what day is it?
Yeah.
So we talked about it, and we both went to write on the paper 4/7/24. It's like
interesting.
I actually wrote it. She was like, I was getting ready to write 4/7. I was like, I did write 4/7.
You may want to check that out.
What the heck?
Okay, so this is what I would tell you, my dear friend, from a long time. Oh, look, she's in the house.
Renee. And
Miss
it's Lois Clark's. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Lois Clark's birthday.
Lois Clark.
Go get that, Howie.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lois. Happy birthday. Travel to you.
Woo!
And more. See, that was special. You got something special because I don't do that. So bravo. Happy birthday, Lois, our traveler from another mother. Renee Cody is in the house. She's another researcher. Renee Cody, we have one for you. Can you tell us what 4/7/24 may be or 7/7/24? Can you give us that? Now, Rhonda, it may be an angelic number. You may want to go.
Well, you know, when we added together, we were like, that's 11. That's 11. Maybe we need to look at 11. Like, why did we both like hit that? Like, both getting ready to. I actually wrote it. Kim was getting ready to write it. It was bizarre.
You know, and I think that's the deal. There's a lot of numeric changes that are taking place, a lot of energy that's taking place. Some are grasping it, and some are just going, you know what? I ain't got time for it no more. A lot of people are getting to the point where they do not want to deal with unnecessary energy anymore. Really don't.
I think a lot of us are at that point.
I agree. I totally agree. So, now, if we're at that point, that means we want something, right? We want something good, something happy, something joyful, something of the law number 3, the
Uh-oh.
law of attraction. Now, before we get into that,
Oh gosh, that could be a whole show on its own.
yes, yes. Numbers 1, more. Oh, yeah, more.
7-7-24
Mhm.
and 4-7-24.
And she's talking about 11, so that's 1 1, 1 being a restart. Ah, the number 1 is reboot. This is interesting. I happen to know that one.
Who
Though.
knew this was going to go numerology tonight?
Hey, I could
It
go
was
there.
one of those things when Kim was like, I was just getting ready to write 4-7, and I was like, showed her my paperwork because I had just done it. Like, what? What are we doing?
I know, right? But maybe that's that vibrational frequency of 2 we just did.
Right, right.
Let's do that. So when you think of the law of attraction, let's jump back because we did talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
What is your feelings? How do you use law of attraction in your life? And then I'll go into detail of that.
I
What
feel
it
like I'm
represents.
just using it more recently because it is very. I don't want the. I just heard the word finicky. It's finicky because you have to be very, very specific. But you have to be very specific what it is you want in your life. You also have to be um, willing to meet the universe halfway. Like they're not just going to give it to you. You've got to put in the work to show that that's what you really want in your life. You know what I mean? And then couple it with being specific and couple it with also showing gratitude for what you already have. And it got, dude, I just thought that goes so much into just mindset. If you think about negative, you get negative. I was talking with a friend, the Diane that was in here earlier. I was talking with her yesterday about how it's just like when you say, I think my car, I'm worried about my car. My car is going to break down. I feel like
Mhm.
something's wrong with my car. Like I'm just really worried. Eventually your car will break down because you put that out there. So it's both
Right.
negative and positive.
Yes, exactly. You put that out there. You put that and you're manifesting that. That's
Yeah.
law of attraction, manifesting. Oh, if Heaven's watching, hello, Heaven, and welcome,
Hi,
welcome, welcome.
Heaven.
Thank you, Brother
Hey,
Ron.
Jackie Bass. Hello, hello.
Yes, hello, everybody. Hello. All right. Um, okay, so here you go. Do you guys think math was discovered or created? Oh,
Oh, I've never thought
that's,
about that.
that is very interesting. That could go down a hell of a rabbit hole. Can we make that
Wayne
first?
should be on the show for that discussion.
Yes. You know what? We need to have Dwayne on the show and talk about such things. We need to write that down because that's a good point. That's a rabbit hole I wish not to go down tonight, but I do want to go down that rabbit hole. I do. I'm late. I'm late. Very important date. We want to do that. Bam. I told you.
The
Rhonda.
angel number 4724 is a mysterious phenomenon that has appeared in people's lives for centuries. It's your guardian angels sending you a message or sign to help guide you on your path.
Egg. Holy shit balls. Am I seeing who I really think I'm seeing? Holy shit. Miss Bass, I have not seen you. We're not going to say how long it's been. But it's good to see you, Jackie. Thank you for being here. Holy shit balls. I would have never thought I've seen you here, but that is so cool. Hello. Thank you. You probably don't even remember who the hell I am, which is probably a good. Uh, but thank you for being here, Jackie. Dwayne, wink, wink, thumbs up. Well, back at you. Wink, wink, thumbs up. Get a rope.
I'm taking that as a yes, you want to come on the show, Dwayne. That's what I'm taking that as.
I think so. And that would be an interesting show. We are going to need a lot of rope and a ladder. And look, I do all this without drugs. I'm naturally effed up. All right. Been that way for a long time. Anyway. Oh, no. He's here. Rhonda. Be my
Okay,
guest.
from Robert Odell, the other brother.
The other frog brother.
Okay, what did I miss? Hot people, Russian sonic weapons that just saw on 60 Minutes, or the world gone to crap in a handbasket. Astros flying by. Little of all of that.
Leave it to him. Good Lord, we got to catch up. Oh, she also dropped another one. And Rob, thank you for that. That was hilarious.
Oh my!
You missed a lot. We got to play catch up. So, Rhonda, you want to read that, or you want me?
I can do it. Number 47 is a combination of the energies and attributes of number 4 and 7. The vibrations of number 4 include those of productivity and application, inner wisdom and practical thinking, honesty, integrity. Ooh, hold on, I messed up. Endurance and determination, consciousness and discipline. Number 4 also relates to our passion and drive in life. Number 7 brings the qualities of spiritual awakening and enlightenment, intuition and inner knowing, psychic abilities and mysticism, independence and individualism, persistence of purpose and manifesting good fortune. 24 angel number means that the road to success is just in front of you, and your angels are sending a message of encouragement so you can put one foot in front of the other. The number has a lot of energy around balance, harmony, partnership, stability, protection, passion, and clear-headed direction.
Bam! Leave it to our girl Renee.
Thank you, Renee. Well, and you know, some of that, when I was reading about, especially the first one, the 4, 7, 24, it makes sense that it would come up when Kim and I are together.
Yes.
It made total sense.
It's kind of like when Gemma and I are together, or when
yeah,
me and are together. Yeah. There's a kind of a linking.
Yeah.
Mediumship. I agree. And you know what? I think that's the same thing that I did it. You and I have.
Yeah.
And I also think it's the same thing that, I will go on the branch and say that, with Kim, the same thing with Kim. I always, when I first met her, I felt like, my God, I found my sister. It was very interesting. There's that vibrational connection, and these numbers. Numbers do mean things. Numbers, license plates, billboard signs. If you listen to a conversation and something strikes you out of the curiosity, it means absolutely nothing to nobody else, but it means something to you. There's something there. Oh, shit. All right. Dwayne, if math was discovered, numerology and the likes makes sense. If it was created, then it's all crap. Okay, we'll go to that. I told you I'm not going down that hole tonight. That's their opinion. We're going there. And here we go.
So it
Way to go, Kenny. You got her. This was not planned. Go ahead, read it. Come on. I love it when the unplanned things happen and you get her. Because you got her good. Breathe. I'll do it. I'll help you out. So this way you can hear it. So in a nutshell, all is good for the prostrate. How we love our universal prostrate.
Oh my God.
I know what he's talking about, and that's a little personal, but don't do it here. But universal prostrate, we're down with. You need a rag or something over there? You gonna be okay? Your mascara is gonna run in a minute. I'm just saying.
Woo! I needed this.
Awesome. Even the cup went, that's good. I like that. That was funny shit.
Oh, that's a cool cup.
Thank you.
I'm focusing on your cup right now.
Yes. You want some. I'm not even going there. All right. So, well done, sir. Thank you for that. Let's go back into it so we can get back on track. And Dwayne will talk about that in just a few minutes. The law of attraction. What is it like unto itself is drawn. This is the most well-known of the universal laws. Going back to the law of vibration, we know that everything has a unique vibration. Law of attraction says that the vibration with the same frequency are drawn to each other. High frequency thoughts attract more of the same, just like a lower frequency thought attracts more of that same. When you can maintain a high vibration, you'll notice that the things just naturally seem to go your way, and that the things that you may typically irk you really don't seem to matter. Why? Why it doesn't work? Ah, most people like to use law of attraction techniques to attract things into their life: a partner, a better job, more money, etc. This is someone successful, but oftentimes not. If it was, we'd be living in our own dream house, being happy with our bodies, but we're not. There are many reasons that people don't find results with traditional LOA, law of attraction, teachings, which I will get into in a future post. One reason is that they don't realize that there are, oh, are you ready for this, Rhonda?
Yes.
11 other laws. To,
Interesting.
yeah, to consider that work in conjunction with this singular law. Another reason is that they are not matched to the frequency of their desire. Rhonda just said that. Wanting it is not enough, okay? You need to embody the frequency of your desire.
You have to act like it's already happened.
Yes, exactly. You have to believe in that which you're trying to manifest, or it will not.
Correct.
Or it, no, it also could take a turn, which is where we come into karma. We won't go down that rabbit hole, but it could take a very bad turn. So you must be careful, like Rhonda said earlier. We get what we vibe, not what we ask for. I'm sure,
Right.
right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone knows someone who can relate to this. Brad wants to attract the man of his dreams, yet he explains that all the good ones are taken and that dating apps are a waste of time. Brad's doubt is not aligned with the frequency of love that he is seeking. He's giving off vibes of lack and frustration as opposed to abundance and love.
Right.
What he needs is to do is to get clear about his own personal energy around the topic of the love and align his thoughts and his actions with that. Now, this doesn't mean he should pretend he's not frustrated.
No.
It just
No.
suggests that he should find his way genuinely to pivot his way from frustration into love.
Well, I mean, if you believe the law of attraction, then he should be saying there's an abundance of men who are looking for someone, and he should flip that script, and that's what he should be saying out loud. Like, there's abundance of men. I'm going to find who I'm looking for. They're coming, rather than it's a waste of time. Or like date, or he should even be like, dating apps work really well,
Mm,
and he should just keep that frequency up.
right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Um, Knowing that you need to, again, you apply the work, but you have to believe in the work that you're applying.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm going to go about Dwayne and saying, unfortunately, there is no scientific evidence that the law of attraction exists. That's not true. Go read the first book by Einstein, The Quantum Theory. It is actually stated in that book that Einstein has shown that this does exist. It is a frequency, it's a vibration, it's an attractional motivation of our individual self forward. But go read it for yourself. I don't want, that's your opinion. We're not going to bust you for your own opinions. I'm just saying that in the book, it does say that it does. Is there a theory at best? You know what? And I'll go with you on that one. I get your point there. Um, it has no
Demonstrable scientific basis.
Thank you. I had a brain fart. It stopped me right in there. Everything just right there.
Yeah, I mean, has there been? I mean, I'm now that makes me go, Has there ever? Is there work out there that like showed somebody? Like, did they follow somebody manifesting something to determine if it ever came to?
Actually, there is.
Okay.
There is a story, and I've told it many times on this show. Before you came on the show, I have talked about the scientist who wanted to prove this of self manifestation, where he created a an energy source outside of his body that ended up to look like a monk, and this monk haunted him for the rest of his life, and he never talked.
Really?
So this is a true psychological case. I did study this case in school, and I know this case very well because it caught my attention because it had to do about manifesting. This is part of the the shamanism I was researching and studying back in the 90s. Yes.
Interesting.
I thought so.
Well, yeah, I guess that goes